by fire, by force. Annie and Swanky, you both. At my big age, I'm like, oh my god, Andile would never do that to me. And then Andile is doing it to you and her and the other one. Fantana. The Blue's Clues are all over the place. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Comfort. Thank you so much for being with me today. I really do appreciate you. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Hi guys. Welcome to my side of the YouTube. Today we're jumping into episode 2 of Young, Famous, and African season 2. People have had enough. People have had enough. Annie doesn't know who her friends are. Andile is still confusion. Zari doesn't give a damn. Khanyi thinks that she's Mrs. Fix-It, pissing everybody off. Diamond is still on a shower things. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I am also recapping and reviewing Queen Charlotte, as well as Vanderpump Rules reunion. I did promise y'all that. That's not what we're here for today, but I'm gonna get that to you guys. And hit the post notification bell so you'll be notified when I post another video, y'all. So episode 2 pretty much starts off with everybody kind of discussing what happened at Diamond's party. Khanyi meets up with Kaylee. Khanyi's trying to get to the bottom of what the issue is with everybody, why everybody was being fake at the party, why everybody had a mask on, why nobody wanted to confront any issues, why there was people on this side and people on that side after so long of seeing each other. Kaylee agrees that it was so uncomfortable that she actually wanted to leave. She didn't really want to be there. Then they start getting into a discussion about what's happening with Annie and Swanky. Khanyi knows that something is going on with Annie and Swanky. Swanky didn't greet Annie at the party. Swanky says that he is not speaking to Annie, that there's this big betrayal, this big issue, this big drama. Annie has an attitude. Like, Annie is not feeling like being pried. She's not feeling like anybody asking her any silly questions. She's just irritated that, like, why are you asking me? Why are you not asking the person that was making it like a spectacle? Like, Swanky was doing all the drama. They must feel heat. They must shake. Swanky was the one doing all of that. Kaylee's asking, you know, why didn't he greet you? Annie said, you saw him there. Why didn't you ask him why he didn't greet me? Like, why are you asking me? I'm a grown woman. I'm a grown woman. I'm a grown woman. Annie is letting everybody know that she's a grown woman, that she's not for any shenanigans. Annie's kind of on the fence on who her friends are. Khanyi acts as if she doesn't know why Nadia is uncomfortable or why Nadia ran out when Swanky introduced Bonang. I think that Khanyi knows. I don't think she knows exact details, but girl, you know, because based on what we saw, it looked as if you pulled Nadia out to have a conversation with her because you didn't know Bonang was going to be there. But I feel like Nick had put the party together, so he probably knew Bonang was going to be there too. And Khanyi was like, oh, he should have let Nadia know. Let Nadia know what's the drama, what's tea, boo. Y'all, you know what it is. It's because she's dating her ex-boyfriend, and that's why they fell out, and Nadia don't want to say why. So that's the shenanigan. Then we pan to Swanky meeting up with Nadia at, I guess, his hotel room or whatever. And Swanky wants to confront Nadia about the way that she behaved when he was introducing Bonang to the group. Even besides the fact that Bonang is like, you know, a big deal. When you introduce somebody to another group of friends and then a group of people walk out, that is rude. Like, it's rude, let's be honest. So Swanky was like, what the hell? And Nadia's like, I feel like the only reason you have a problem with it is because it's Bonang, the big chick. If it was anybody else, you wouldn't have said anything. And he's like, no, I know you guys had some sort of issue. You sorted out your issue. Nadia said, not really. We didn't really sort it out, but it's okay. That's besides the point. And Swanky said, okay, what's the problem? She said, that's not the point. Why is it not the point? Ma'am, auntie, sis, why is it not the point? Why can't we know this big issue that's causing you to be shivering and shaking every time Bonang is in the room? Like, girl, let's just say that wasn't the thing. Let's say y'all fell out and then you started dating her ex-boyfriend. It still looks weird. It's still giving side eye. So you might as well just fess up. Nadia says that she is just following instructions, that she was told to stay away. So apparently Bonang told her to stay away from her. I wonder, why would she tell you to stay away from her? The Blue's Clues are all over the place. She says that there's not going to be any kumbaya. There's not going to be any like, oh, best buddies. That's not going to happen. It is as if Bonang is the one that placed her in a corner and now Nadia wants to remain in that corner. So then Nadia's like, what about your issue with Annie? We noticed that you didn't greet Annie. It was so obvious. Swanky's like, yeah. She needs to feel it. She needs to shake. She needs to, you know, whatever, right? And Swanky says he doesn't want to share what the issue is because he doesn't want to feel like he's gossiping about Annie, like he's gossiping about their issue when she actually has no clue about what he's upset with her about. Then we pan to Ashawa Things. Diamond meets up with Fantana at his studio, right? So they're in the studio. Diamond says that he likes Fantana's music, which is, I mean, I believe that because Diamond likes to work with a lot of African artists, so that is not far-fetched, and her music isn't bad, so I can believe that part of it, but he's also there for his shenanigans. Diamond always comes with shenanigans. So Fantana comes to the studio, but Fantana is kind of on what Diamond is on. Like, she likes his music. She respects the fact that he's humble. He likes the fact that she, you know, is sexy in her video. It means Fantana. Like, somehow they get on a conversation about her last climax and how she has and the goings on in the bedroom and all of that. That has nothing to do with any studio matter, right? So they basically start talking personal, intimate conversation, right? Let's keep it clean. Diamond in the confessional is just, he just looks like he's just ready to manipulate and have his way with this, his newfound escapade in Fantana. And Fantana says that, oh, you know, people don't know this other side of me. I would never take Diamond seriously, but I know what to do with Diamond. Da, da, da. Girl, that's what they will see. And then they're there. And then they're on season 2, season 3, season 4, crying nonsense and doing nonsense. I imagine they're going to make music together, and you're going to see later that they're also making other things together. Y'all, so then we pan to Nadia and Khanyi meeting up, right? And Kanye's basically meeting up with Nadia because she says she trusts Nadia's judgment. So they first start talking about how to kind of get everybody together. Khanyi knows that Swanky's upset with both of them about the way they behaved when Bonang was introduced. And Khanyi acts like she didn't see Bonang. Girl, why can't people just say, you know what, I didn't really care for her? Why stupid nonsense lie? They lie about that. They didn't see her, girl, but that's why you ran out, let's be honest. And they basically said that Swanky and Annie's issue affects everyone, and Khanyi says that one day they'll be fine. Their issue right now is affecting the group and nobody knows what the issue is, so she wishes they could take their issue and put it in a corner somewhere. So then Khanyi shares that Annie actually left and went back to Nigeria, that she found out from her publicist or somebody that she went back to Nigeria to see Two-Face and to handle the scandal that was in the media. I don't know if y'all remember the trauma that was a news, child, about Two-Face allegedly impregnating a banker or some other woman to have his 6th child outside of their marriage. So Nadia's like, no, this can't be. Like, the rest of us were like, no, this can't be. They pan to Swanky, and Swanky hears the news, and you know, they're not talking, but he's like, he needs to reach out regardless of what's going on. He wants to make sure she's okay, because if this is true, she cannot take this. This is like devastating to them. So he sends her a voice note. I don't know what's going on, but we really need to talk. Just reaching out to her like an olive branch just to show that he's concerned about what she has going on. I thought it was a nice gesture, but we'll see how Annie feels about that. We pan back to Khanyi and Nadia talking, and Khanyi wants to have another party. Khanyi wants to have a masquerade ball or something, because since everyone was wearing a mask, and she wants to do a better job than Diamond did of ironing out things, putting everything out on the table, everybody stop being fake and really say what the issue is. So in the midst of them discussing that, she has a special guest by the name of Louis Manana. Forgive me if I butcher it, I'm sorry. From Namibia. So he's basically like a fashion influencer, a stylist, I believe. Like, he's a stylist. Yeah, he dresses stars all over a star, that when he walks in the room, the men are jealous and the women want him, and he gives main character energy. He sits at the table and he basically kind of starts talking to Nadia about this music video that she was in. He was the star of the video, and then remember this happened and the snake and the this and the that. And Nadia's like, oh, you were an extra. Yeah, we had a lot of extras on the set. We had a lot of extras. So young. Like, he's under 30. He's not even 30 years old yet. Like, this is young guy trying to be that guy, but it's funny. So basically, Khanyi decides that she's gonna have this party. Nadia thinks they should iron out the issues before the party. Kanye's like, who cares? Let's do it at the party, right? And so then Louis also shares that he also has a issue with Diamond. Nadia's like, why? What happened with Diamond again? Louis says that they have an ex in common. Diamond dated one of his exes. I don't know if he stole your ex. I don't know if the ex went after Diamond or what happened, but he doesn't like Diamond. If he senses any bit of energy, then he's gonna fight him. It was giving popcorn muscles, but Diamond and Andile meet up by the pool. Okay? Pray that Diamond didn't throw Andile inside the pool. So they meet up at the pool to basically discuss this big elephant in the room, this issue with Andile going after the mother of Diamond's children and a woman that obviously he still loves and cares about and makes a priority, Zari. So y'all, they meet up. Diamond says to Andile that there's a lot of beautiful women in South Africa. There's a lot of beautiful women all over the world. Why have you chosen, as somebody who he considers a brother now, like family to him, why are you trying to go after the mother of my kids? Andile gonna say, don't you want her to be happy? Andile he is interesting. This man say, don't you want her to be happy? Diamond says, no, but it can't be you, Andile. It can't be you. He said, yes, I want her to be happy. Yes, I want her to move on, but it cannot be you. And Andile tries to flip it on Diamond and say, well, you need to figure out how you feel about Zari, because you told me that you can't stay in the house with one woman. You told me that you can't be faithful, basically. And now I don't know what's going on. And Diamond says that doesn't give him any right to judge me. Like, just because he knows those things about me doesn't mean that he now needs to come and show Zari the kind of man that she's supposed to be with. And then Diamond also says, Andile, you're very stupid, right? He says it like, by the way, he says you're very stupid. He's basically trying to say, like, you're just like me. Like, you're not this faithful gentleman guy. Like, you're not that guy either. So you thinking that you're the one that's going to show her how a man is supposed to treat a woman is not it. You're still not the guy. So your day, let me handle my family. Like, I don't need you to come in and try to rectify nothing, because you're really about to break it even more. Andile's like, you know what? I understand. She deserves everything. She's an incredible woman, but I will respect your wishes and I will back off. And he's basically going to figure out what the dynamic is going to be with him and Zari now that he has to respect Diamond's wishes. And Diamond says that that's nice, but I'm still going to think 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 17 times before I trust you, because you've already proven to me that your promises are knock knee. So it's ended on like a semi good note. Fantana and Swanky meet up, right? So just kind of catch up and basically discuss, Diamond's party. And then they also get into the studio session that Fantana had with Diamond. Fantana's like, basically what she picked up is that y'all don't like each other. And Swanky was like, yeah, that party was kind of crazy. That is usually not like that. The energy is usually a lot better than that, right? And so he's like, what you been up to? Fantana like, well, I went to the studio with Diamond. And he's like, Swanky says, with what? Ruby? Oh, Diamond. She said, no, with Diamond, right? And he says, okay, all right. And she's like, yeah, no, it was cool. It was a great session. And he was like, but Diamond is always on. Like, Diamond's always on that kind of time. And she's like, it's okay, I'm on that type of time too, basically. And that she can handle Diamond, and that, yeah, they flirt, 50% flirting, 50% studio session, which was accurate. And that she's like, oh, I know Swanky's trying to look out for me, but he doesn't know this other side of me. He doesn't know this. What is the other side, girl? The other side where you think that you're a city girl and then you end up like sad, girl. Everybody knows that side. Like, that's the regular side. Swanky just keeps warning her, like, I'm warning you, Diamond will do you, and then he will carry his business that he will be going. And he says, he's always going to put Zari in it, but he's like, yeah, but I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Because, like, I understand that that's the mother of your children. I understand that you guys have, a family dynamic, but you don't have to continue to remind everybody every time that we're at, like, she sees, like, they do too much. They're doing it too much. Like, we understand. We get it. We get it. We've understood. And honestly, she's not wrong, because all that bubble tea, okay? A bubble tea, okay? A bubble tea. Like, girl, we've known. Okay, it's fine. Like, we got it. You got the kids. So she's not wrong, but also, girl, you don't even need to make that your business. You're not even supposed to be involved with Diamond. But you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna involve yourself with Diamond. So good luck. So then y'all, Naked, Andile, and Diamond meet up at the gym. So first it's Naked and Diamond that meet up, right? And Naked is kind of just picking Diamond's brain on if him and Andile talked, that it was kind of awkward at the party, like, where are they now? Diamond is like, yeah, he talked to him, that everything is cool. He explained to him that, yes, he wants Zari to move on and find a boyfriend, find a guy, but that it can't be Andile. Like, he's too close to them. Like, it's not gonna work. And, it's gonna be him separating the family, and that it's cool, right? So then Andile shows up, and Diamond and Andile, they shake, like normal, no wahala, no stress, no trouble. Naked is so happy. He tries to give them a little group hug, like he's so excited, right? His boys are good. The conversation comes about what's going on with Two-Face. So Naked asks Diamond, has you heard about what's going on with Two-Face and this 6th child? That's your homeboy. What are you going to say to your homeboy? And Diamond says that that's crazy, but he doesn't believe it. It's probably just a rumor. And so then they start talking about Fantana. Diamond said, yeah, he met up with Fantana at the studio. He's like, whoo! Doing his Diamond thing. And it's like, how did you meet her? Where did you meet her? You know, we were at the studio together. Like, she's very sexy. I'm very interested. You know, I don't know. Andile's like, you can't just think about smashing a woman right off the bat. And Andile's trying to be a gentleman about the whole thing. But Diamond is looking at him like, you're very stupid. Like, I already know you're fake. You're lying. You're the same thing as all of us. Like, you're the same thing as every other playboy player guy. But you're trying to pretend as if you have some moral code and you don't. So, like, knock it off. Which I completely 1000% agree. Like, stop. You just go about your own a different way. You're really the one that breaks heart and destroys women's feelings, because they really be thinking like, oh my god, Andile would never do that to me. And then Andile is doing it to you and her and the other one. So then they pan to Annie, and Annie is in Nigeria and she's on FaceTime with Two-Face, right? And she's laughing that, oh, I'm not supposed to be talking to you. I'm not supposed to be talking to you. Oh man, right? So like she's joking with him and she loves, so she's basically saying that the rumors are fake. Like, it's fake news. It's a fake story. That there's no banker that's pregnant. Everybody is just wishing for the downfall of her marriage. Like, they should really give her marriage a break. So then she checks and she sees that she gets a voice note from Swanky. And it's the voice note that Swanky sent her saying that he needs to, you know, speak with her. He doesn't know what's going on, but that he really needs to talk to her. And so instead of being like, oh, wow, he reached out, Annie's kind of offended that her friend would even be on the blogs instead of been in a conversation with her, that he should know better than believing the blogs, and that you hadn't reached out until you heard bad news. Like, she's like, she doesn't even know who her friends are anymore. She thinks people are just kind of waiting for the downfall of her marriage, essentially. So she's just kind of suspicious and weary of everybody. So then, y'all, we get to Khanyi's party. So Khanyi's having like kind of a masquerade ball. Everybody's wearing these masks, and it's supposed to signify that the mask that everybody wore, everyone's wearing around each other, that nobody's keeping it real. And today we're removing the mask. Everybody's getting. So Khanyi shows up first with Lewis, and she tells him that she's gonna bring him out on a particular cue, and he's gonna be able to give a little speech, and she'll introduce him to everybody. That he'll kind of be the icebreaker. He'll be like a distraction in case things get too hot. Then they can kind of move. Oh, here's Lewis, right? And so he's like, cool, I'm with it. He likes being the center of attention. I'm sorry, like the center of attention. Like, sir, oh my god, like, please. Like, the center of attention thing is just very. And then he don't ever be the center of attention because nobody cares. Nobody gives a damn. So the party starts to flow in. Naked and Kaylee come in. Andile comes in. Annie comes in. And Annie's like, she feels like she's walking into a group of frenemies. She doesn't know who her friends are. Doesn't know who she can trust. That she's just there, right? I feel like the only person she probably feels like she can trust is Andile right now. So she gets there. She's sitting with, with her bestie Andile. Then Zari comes in. Everybody's outfit is outfitting. Swanky comes in, of course, dressed to the nines. Everybody looks really good. So then as Zari comes in, Zari's greeting everybody. Goes to greet Andile, and Andile greets her with ma'am, right? And Zari's like, excuse ma'am? And he said, okay, sir. And so she's like, what? No, don't greet me like that. Don't greet me like that. And she's like, why is he greeting me like that? Are you friend zoning me now? Which other zone were you in, ma'am? When Diamond asked you if you people were dating, you said that there wasn't a zone. So now he's friend zoning you. And if you weren't in the friend zone before, what zone were you in? Stop playing. So then her and Andile go over to the corner, go over to the bar to be talking, close talking, close eyeball talking. So she's like, have you had your conversation with Diamond yet? How did it go? Andile's like, yes, I had the conversation, and that I basically understand that, I can't be the one to pursue you, that I can't be the one to cross that boundary with Diamond, that he's not comfortable with that, and that he wants to respect that. And she's like, so what does that mean? You can't talk to me? He's like, no, it's nothing like that. It's just that we need to figure out what our dynamic is. So even while Andile is basically trying to explain the boundary to Zari, they're still whispering, and everybody sees it, and Diamond walks in and he sees them still close talking. You two people close talking again in my presence, and Diamond is like, it's still very, very disrespectful. It's still very disrespectful, right? And so everybody kind of tries to break them up. Naked tries to break them up, like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, what do you mean? Can we not talk? Are we not friends? Zari's like, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna talk to him. Like, I can talk to Andile. No, Diamond don't run nothing, basically. Even Swanky comes over and it's like, why you people Like, come on. The guy's about to combust. Like, please, please, please. Let's not have another showdown. So Andile's like, man, whatever. Like, then Khanyi decides that this is the time that she wants to make her speech. So Khanyi makes this speech, and she basically says that I threw this party because you all were wearing masks, that please take the mask off. We can all be real with each other. Everybody put their issues on the table. By fire, by force. Annie and Swanky, you both, right? Annie says, at my big age, with my big children. You told me in a group full of strangers, mind you, because Louis walks in before his cue. Khanyi doesn't even get to introduce him. Fantana's also standing there, stranger. You're telling, fuck you both. Then, then she says, Andile Diamond, fuck you both. Girl. Andile says, wait, ma'am, you don't set the standard on how you should speak to me. We're in front of these strangers. You're not going to talk to me like that. So now these small children can think they can talk to me like that. Me too. I have 4 children, right? And I'm not going to be spoken to this way that you're speaking to me. If you want to put issues on the table, put your own issues on the table, Khanyi. And she doesn't invite Bonang, by the way. And Bonang is like, what happened to my invitation? Khanyi says she forgot. Girl, good night. Andile is like, put your own issues on the table. Diamond, are you comfortable being called out like that? Annie, are you comfortable being called out? Swanky, are you comfortable being called out? Everybody's like, no, they're not comfortable being called out like that. If you're trying to introduce Louis, introduce him to everybody and let's get on with it. If we're having a party, let's have a party. Don't sit here and try to force everybody to talk about their issues like nobody's children. Nobody has time for your nonsense. Nobody has time for your speech or your shenanigans. And the whole thing explodes. Annie's pissed. Khanyi had already also talked to Annie about the fact that she left the country. She didn't tell her. She's upset. Just sent her a text message, you know. But like, she's still happy to see her, but it's still both. And then not feeling it, Andile not feeling it, Annie not feeling it. So y'all, that is basically how episode 2 ends. Khanyi has pissed everybody off. So what did y'all think of episode 2? Did y'all agree with the way Khanyi went about it? Do y'all think that Andile is actually trying with his... Did y'all believe the Annie and Two-Face thing? I know that it's been news for a while, like in the media, but did y'all believe it? Initially, it seemed like everybody believed it, but I hadn't heard from Annie and them. And then there was also a video dropped by Two-Face where it seemed like he was like apologizing. So I don't know. Like, we're not sure. What are your thoughts about it? Please leave them below. What do y'all think this big drama between Swanky and Annie, y'all? Please leave your thoughts down below on all these shenanigans, even Fantana and Diamond, and the whole thing. All of it. I want to hear all of it. Go ahead and comment. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the post notification bell so you can be notified when I post episode 3. Thank y'all. Bye.